So apparently everyone except for me on the planet knows about this. So you're going on a journey of discovery for myself. A YouTube influencer, Shudder, admitted he crashed his plane on purpose so he could... Jesus Christ. So he could boost his channel's views and clinch a sponsorship deal, the Department of Justice says. I mean, I've seen influencers do some fucking stupid things, but purposefully crashing a plane, I assume this also includes insurance fraud, because if you've got a plane, you're probably not going to throw that away for YouTube views and sponsorship unless that's going to outweigh the price of the plane. I don't know anything about planes. I think they're probably expensive. This looks like a small one, of course. I don't think he's crashing like a private jet or something. YouTuber pilot, not anymore, probably. I guarantee he's lost his license from this one. Trevor Jacob admits that he crashed his plane on purpose to get views, the DOJ said. He had secured a sponsorship deal for his channel to promote a wallet in his videos, per the DOJ. I've had sponsorship offers to promote a wallet. Never considered crashing a plane to do so. Don't have a plane, of course, but if I did, don't think that really goes hand in hand. You don't read the brief and it says, oh yeah, we'd like you to crash your plane to promote our wallet. Jacob also confessed to trying to cover up the crash, retrieving the plane wreckage and dismantling it. Okay? A YouTuber who wrecked his plane in California admitting to orchestrated the crash so he could get more views, said the Justice Department. You could just make better videos, mate. Like, there's always that option. Trevor Jacob, 29, who's also a former Olympic snowboarder. Fucking hell, mate. This guy's talented. He can do a lot of things, including fraud, apparently. He filmed himself jumping out of his single propeller plane above the Los Padres National Forest in November 2021. He then uploaded a video titled, I committed fraud, and recorded myself doing it and posted it on the internet because I'm a fucking idiot. It was actually called I Crashed My Plane, but I've just given you the real title. If you wanted the clickbait, I Crashed My Plane is nowhere near as good as my title. I'm a fucking moron who records crimes and posts them on the internet so that when the crime is discovered, there's perfect evidence preserved by mine own hand. So he uploaded this to his YouTube channel that had 137,000 subscribers. I'm going to watch this in a second because I want to see how fake it looks. Now Jacobs has pleaded guilty to one count of destruction and concealment with the intent to obstruct a federal investigation and could face up to 20 years in federal prison. Oh no, if it isn't the fucking consequences of mine own actions. Do we need to get out the chart? The fucketh around and findeth out chart. The Justice Department wrote in a Thursday statement, Jacob admitted to the authorities that he wanted to make money from the video of the crash and had reached a sponsorship deal to promote a wallet on his channel. What has this got to do with, what has the wallet promotion got to do with anything though? He also confessed that he falsified an accident report he filed after the crash and lied to investigators per the Justice Department. Jacob is expected to appear in court in the coming weeks, the Justice Department said. So how Jacob orchestrated the crash? I've got to fucking watch this. I've got to do it. Where's the... Okay, I'm going to speed run this. Why would you even risk doing this though, man? I assume he's got a parachute, obviously. What's he doing with the door? Alright, see ya. See ya, plane. See ya. Okay. 20 minutes later. Motherfucker indeed.
Dude, holy shit. Holy fucking shit. I guess I should probably document what's going on. I cut my finger pretty bad. Got my elbow. I'm just so happy to be alive. I'm just kind of taking in what just happened. Well, where the hell am I gonna land a freaking plane? I'm gonna die. That's why I always freaking fly with a parachute. No phone service. I'm climbing literally through the gnarliest freaking bushes.
So how many views did this video get? Was it worth? I mean, it's got 3.2 million now. The fucking comments, bro. I train pilots for emergency situations such as this. The main rule in any emergency, and I cannot stress this enough, never ever forget your selfie stick. For anyone wondering why the FAA yanked his license, 1, attached multiple cameras to the craft, not illegal but suspect. 2, wearing a sports parachute. They're uncomfortable as hell and he never wore any chute on any other flight. 3, opening the side door before claiming any engine failure. I was going to say that immediately when I was watching this. Why is the door, like, you can immediately see, before any of this happens, the engine's still going and everything, and the door is open. I was wondering why when I was skimming through it, why that was a thing. Why was his door already open? Like, is there a reason for this? Made no attempt to communicate on emergency frequency, made no attempt to restart the engine, made no attempt to find a safe landing spot even though there were multiple landing areas in easy gliding distance, jumped out of the plane with a selfie stick, which is not normal behaviour during a crisis, made his way to the wreck and took all the cameras, had the wreck disposed of before contacting the authorities, none of which deals with the fact he had fire extinguishers strapped to his legs, since that is not technically illegal, or the deliberate crashing of his plane into National Reserve. He can reapply after a year to get his license back, but the chances are slim to none he's going to get one again. Good. Trevor, of course, is assuming we were all idiots, and is in serious need of growing up along with being a tad less selfish. Of course, he likely got bigger issues since deliberately crashing a plane into a National Reserve tends to get you in a huge amount of trouble. I believe his lawyer has told him to shut the hell up, and if he's smart, he will listen to that advice for once, although given his behaviour, the smart part is questionable. He recorded himself committing crime. He's not a clever man. Obviously a talented man, being, doing all these great things, but obviously just common sense stupid, which common sense not all that common, unfortunately. But yeah, it did seem really weird how he had the door open beforehand, and then obviously if your plane's failing, you're not jumping out with your selfie stick, are you? So the 12-minute video, which has 3 million views, shows him taking off from the Lompoc City airport and heading towards Mammoth Lakes. As he flies over a mountain range, Jacob holds up a plastic bag containing the ashes of his friend, base jumper Johnny Strange, who died in 2015. The video then shows the propeller of Jacob's plane slowing to a stop. The influencer pilot swears several times saying he has an engine out. Before opening the plane door, he jumps out with a parachute, filming his descent with a selfie stick. Cameras installed on the unmanned plane then show the aircraft flying into the mountainside. Also, why isn't there like constant forest fires and shit in California? Crashing a plane purposefully, you could have like actually destroyed lives by doing this. You could have even fucking hit somebody. Obviously a very small percentage chance with how remote it looks, but still. After landing, Jacob tells the camera he doesn't have self-service, then proceeds to hike for several hours. I'm exhausted, I'm so thirsty, I'm scared, I'm in trouble. You know nothing yet, brother. I'm cut all over the place, says Jacob halfway through his trek. The only option I have is crawling through these bushes like I've been for the last 5 hours. In the video, he's also seen finding the wreckage of his plane. The Justice Department noted that Jacob went back to the plane so he could retrieve footage of the crash. Yeah, you got to get those fucking YouTube clicks, mate. You got to get those. What's the point in crashing your plane? Even if this wasn't on purpose, if you crash your plane and you didn't upload it to YouTube to try and monetize the fact that you did you even really crash a plane? Weeks after the crash, Jacob told investigators he would help them find the wreckage, but then said he didn't know its location per the department. In reality, he and a friend flew by helicopter to the wreckage site and brought the plane to a hangar in Lompoc City Airport, the authorities said. Jacob then dismantled the plane and dumped its part in trash bins per the DOJ. This is basically trying to hide a body after you've murdered somebody, right? He's literally gone back to the scene of the crime, dismantled it, and tried to get rid of evidence. Like, if you're going to commit a crime, do one or two things. Either adequately to get rid of the evidence so that there's no evidence of the crime, or don't, so there's some form of plausible deniability. But if you get caught tampering with evidence of what you say is an accident, you're fucked, mate, because that is evidence that you knew what you did was a crime. Jacob's video initially drew skepticism from other aviation YouTubers. He noticed that he already unlocked the plane door. I know nothing about planes at all, and as soon as I saw that plane door was open, I was like, why, when everything's going fine, would the door be open? So I imagine people that are trained in this were just like immediate red flag. They also thought it was suspicious that Jacob flew with a skydiving parachute, which small aircraft pilots don't typically wear, and didn't look for a safe place to land despite satellite photos showing several ideal spots nearby. Yeah, I'd have thought bailing out of your plane, especially one of those, because aren't they really good at gliding and landing, even with engine failure anyway? Because I think they're like super safe, right? As far as planes go. I think planes are super safe anyway, but I think they're like incredibly safe because you can land them without engines. I'd have thought bailing out would have been your literal last option, not the first thing you do. Oh no, the fucking thing stopped. Well, see ya. The Federal Aviation Administration revoked Jacob's pilot certificate in April 2022 amid the investigation into his crash. Jacob's confession contradicts his January statement to the New York Times, which he said, "I'll happily say I did not purposefully crash my plane for views on YouTube," he told the outlet, saying he has a habit of filming everything I do. Yeah, because I'd never crash my plane for views on YouTube. That would be stupid. Of course, nobody would ever do that, says the man who crashed his plane for YouTube views. His lawyer, Kerry Axel, did not immediately respond to insiders' request for comments sent outside regular business hours. So yeah, this is fucking just dumb. It's just one of the dumbest things. Influencers will do anything, man. They'll fake anything. I'm fairly sure some of these people on YouTube would actually sell their fucking parents for a viral video hit or something. It's sad. It's pathetic. I think people that do this shit are just, they're so lost in the source. There's way more important things than getting clicks on social media. It's cool if you can, and you can make a living from it, and that's amazing. But if you can't do that by being a normal person and not committing fraud and potentially damaging other people's property and lives, you don't deserve to get it. Like, cheating your way to success and through life, while it is probably a smarter way to do things, as long as you're smart enough not to get caught, not really a commendable trait, to be honest. So you've ruined your life. You have certifiably ruined your life to try and shortcut success, which it looks like from the fact that you were, you know, successful in other things already. Being an Olympic snowboarder, being able to fly planes, having a YouTube channel that was already doing quite well with 100,000 subscribers. You could have just worked hard, which is probably not a foreign concept to you, having these prior accomplishments and seen success in life. But instead, you fucked around, and now you're going to find out. Thoroughly deserved. So, yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time. Peace out.